Hi, this is Sam and welcome to our video demonstrations on BMC Footprints Asset Core. This is going to be one of our very first introductory video demonstrations on BMC Footprints Asset Core. This is the second episode of the Footprints Asset Core video series. Inox Systems was established in 2000 with offices in Singapore and Taipei. We are the BMC premier partner and we have been deploying and supporting Footprints since 2005. We are the value-added reseller for Mocha 5, the desktop virtualization management and mobile device management softwares, and Observe It, the monitoring systems on what your employees and contractors are doing on your systems, as well as Sagem.com, the best of breed enterprise IPFX solutions. Let's have a look at the graphical console on the master server. Please note that the console can be installed in as many client machines as you wish without any restrictions. The console window will open with the requested connection in its default language and the language of the operating systems. It can be either German, French, Italian, Japanese, Spanish, or English. The right window pane displays the dashboard. It provides some general information on the objects in your database, as well as shortcuts to some functionalities such as license management and all other wizards. Any functionalities to which the currently logged administrator does not have will not be displayed. The welcome box will display the number of administrators currently logged on to the master. It will also display the tasks that are open for the currently logged administrator and also the update status of the patch database. So if the colored bullet icon is green, then the database is up to date. The recent connections box lists the names of the devices to which you last connected to in the console. And the pie chart will display the different distribution statistics which you may select. And here's the missing patch distribution by severity. The chart shows the different types of patch severities that were found missing in your network and displays this as a pie chart. And here's the auto-discovered object distribution by type. The chart will list the different types of devices that the auto-discovery may find, and it will display it in the form of pie chart as well. The Instant Expert box will display shortcuts for the main object wizards. And let's have a look at the Connect to Active Directory wizard. And the Footprints Asset Management platform provides a number of wizards to simplify object operations in the network via the console. And depending on your licenses, not all the wizards listed here may be available. Let's take a look at BMC Footprints Asset Core AD integration. The BMC Footprints Asset Core allows you to synchronize its device database with directory services already existing in your network. You may thus copy existing directory services items such as organizational units, computers, etc. into Footprints Asset Core groups, and then you can administer these objects via the console. Let's create the directory server. Firstly, enter the user-friendly name of the directory server. You may enter the known network name of the directory server in this field. Enter the number of the port at which the directory server may access the database in this field. And the usual value for this port is 389. Be sure to enter the correct password, otherwise the directory server cannot be accessed from the console. Let's test the login and make sure the connection is successful. And then click the OK button at the bottom of the window and close it. Now let's view the newly imported devices. Here's the devices imported from the marketing OU. Let's take a look at the newly imported devices from the finance OU as well. And here's the overall view of the available devices in the network. Let's take a look at the newly imported user groups from AD. And here's the list of users imported from AD. Asset Core supports granular role-based access that allows customization of roles and segregation of duties to manage the master server. Let's have a look at the list of available security roles in Asset Core. Let's have a look at the Help Desk Administrator's role. As you can see from the security profile on the right window pane, if you are to assign users to the Help Desk role, they will have very limited capabilities on the console. Let's have a look at the queries and reporting feature of FootPrints Asset Core. Asset Core provides customizable reporting capabilities that present database information in forms of reports in a user-specified order and format. Predefined reports are available, for example, on inventory and software distribution, and you may create your own reports on any objects in the database. Reports may be presented in different formats, such as table or customizable graph, and depending on the type, they can be formatted as HTML, XML, or PDF. Queries allow for the dynamic grouping of clients based on administrator-defined criteria. Let's have a look at one of the queries. This query will return the list of devices if the OS name contains Windows XP. Let's add another criterion of total physical memory above 2 gigs of RAMs. Be aware that when you add a criterion, the query will become inactive. That would mean all groups to which it is assigned will not re-evaluate their members anymore. So you need to reactivate the query by selecting the active option from the drop-down list in the query status field. Queries may be composed of criteria which tells the agent on the target devices what to check for. The criteria available to the queries depend on the type of the query. Therefore, not all existing criteria are available all the time. A device group can also be created from the query. If another 20 devices are added to your network with these characteristics, they will automatically be added to the device group representing those parameters. Now let's take a look at reporting. IT organizations need to provide data both internally and externally to plan, schedule, and check the status of the systems. The FootPrints Asset Core platform provides you with accurate and up-to-date reporting on all objects within your database. Here's the list of out-of-the-box compliance reports. And here's the list of out-of-the-box financial asset management reports. As you can see, you can generate a out-of-the-box report on expiring warranties by asset or by owners. Here's the list of software license management reports. Here you can generate reports on expiring licenses and reports on both under license and over license softwares. And here is the report on OS breakdown. On the schedule tab, you may define the frequency with which the report will be generated. On the mail tab, you may select between HTML, XML, and PDF report format to be sent to your mailbox. Now let's preview the report. So now it's time for you to put what I've shown you into action. Thanks for watching. See you next time.